Good evening, class. I'll be going an overview of Chapter 8. For the sections, we're going to go over culture and communications. Chapter 8, foundations for Section 1, and Section 2 to 3 and 4, identities, communication, and competencies. Chapter 4, culture and communications. I'm Brian Alvarez. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. And this is the overview of Chapter 8. Key terms which I'll be going over is culture, the customs and arts and social institutions and achievements of a particular people or other social groups. Communication definition is the imparting or exchanging of information or news. And the concept of the chapter explores how a culture shapes who we are and how we communicate, and how understanding of those cultural contents help us connect more effectively in a globalized world. The foundations of culture and identity. That's a cute picture of a dog, isn't it? Okay, to explain this, this section goes on, explains that culture is not fixed, it's learned, shared, and constantly changing. Our identities, personal, social, and cultural, are shaped by the groups we belong to. We also develop the dominant or non-dominant identities depending on our position in society. Think of worker to ex. Think of worker to management. Recognizing these layers help us understand the power dynamics in the communication. 8.2 explores specific cultural identities. Categorizes like race, gender, sexual orientation, and ability or social constructions, just like race is a social contract, meaning they aren't just biological facts but created and maintained through communication. These sections remind us that our worlds and our actions help define what those identities mean in society. Have a creepy background in it. Section 8.3 focuses on what happens when people from different culture interacts. There are different benefits like gaining new perspectives and breaking stereotypes, but also challenges such as misunderstanding or anxiety about differences. Building successful intercultural relationships require a patience, openness, and respect. You have to look at other people and what thinking and being prejudiced by the looks that they are. Can't really judge a book by its cover. You gotta give people a chance and let them show their identities, their ideas. For jobs that I've been to, multicultural jobs tend to function better in my perspective, and as we see each other as equals. you know Everyone's here to do a job and do it well. We do not care about race. Section 8.4 teaches how to communicate respectfully across cultures. Competence means being mindful, adaptable, and ethical, not assuming your culture is the standard, but learn to adjust and listen actively. Like I said before, it's about mutual respect and understanding of one another, and know that we have either a duty at the job or an ethical background and morals, moral identity for what the things we do in or outside the work field as well. For me, I used to have a job as a supervisor engineer, and my mechanical team, my mechanics were all from different backgrounds, Spanish, black, white. But other than that, they were always great mechanics. Even when things went awry and they didn't like follow their loader procedures, I would still set them down all as a team and explain to them why lockout tagout is a necessary thing to do as safety is prioritized. Regardless of who it was, I would never try to pinpoint out a person and make them feel embarrassed in the team. I always sat them down as a team effort, regardless of what background, whoever they were. We were a team, and safety was our number one protocol in our job. You know, so it's learning to pause, observe, and adapt to the communication so others feel respected. In summary, Chapter 8 reminds us that communication and culture are inseparable. To be an expert communicator, we must understand our own identities, respect others, and practice cultural awareness in every interaction. Thank you for watching.